Hi Mark. First of all, thanks a lot for providing me your support in order to resolve the issue that I mentioned in the forum. So, I would like to introduce you what is the real situation that I need to model with Simio, that I need to demonstrate that with Simio is possible to model. So, the real BRT system that we have in Guayaquil, Ecuador, is called Metrovia, right? So as you can see, there are basically a network with articulated buses or bendy buses that works through different stations distributed in different corridors. So the corridor that I need to model is basically a set of 25 stations with approximately 60 buses distributed in the inbound and outbound movements that is typical in this kind of BRT systems. So first, the other part that I need to explain you as well is one example that I found as a Simbit solution in Simio. So if I run this model, so basically according to my understanding of the situation, each source and each thing are representing a bus station, and the transfer and basic nodes are just showing the boarding and alighting of passengers in each one of the bus stops. So this is a good example when you are trying to model a vehicle or a bus with just one door, and that door is essentially one queuing system, right? But the situation is complex when you try to model a articulated bus with between 3 and 4 doors, or B articulated buses that has 5 doors. So I was trying to model the situation that you explained me in the forum. So basically, according to the image, right? There will be here a source that will generate the demand of the passenger demand, and then this server will split that demand into 3 different stations. Basically, each transfer node is representing a station, but I know that each station should be attached in the vehicle. So that logic I have been trying to model with Simio. Let me introduce you a little bit. So first, this set of servers here are representing one bus station. So for example, this part of the station is basically representing the boarding of passengers in that bus stop. So this is a source, that then will generate the demand, the passenger demand, and then those passengers should be distributed into 3 different stations. If we consider that we should develop this model according to the operation of a articulated bus, as you can see in this example. So each one of the doors, let me just make a little bit zoom. Each one of the doors are basically an independent queuing system, right? So that's the logic that I am trying to model in this part. But my concern is because of, as you could see in the last example, this example considered the boarding and alighting of passengers are developed independently, right? Not only with one node, they are considering a transfer node for the loading of passengers, and the basic node for the unloading of passengers, because they are just using those nodes that are linked with each one of the source and sink. But in this situation, I am trying to apply the logic that you explain me in the forum, right? So in this case as well, I am trying to model the aligning part of the station. So essentially, when one bus is arriving to the station, those passengers that need to alight in that specific bus stop should be modeled through these basic nodes, and then they should enter into this server that will let in further steps to exit to the bus station, right? So this is a server in which when they leave the bus, right, they automatically should enter into this envelope. This is like the turnstiles that you can find at the end of the bus stop when you leave one bus shelter or something like that, and then they should enter into this they should exit the bus station, and this is represented through things. So essentially, I am trying to model this situation. This is one bus stop, this is another bus stop, but my concern is like, as you know, a vehicle should follow a sequence, right? So this is basically the fifth sequence that this bus should follow in this example. But my concern is like, when I am trying to model this situation, like you are now viewing that I am having this kind of issues. Sincerely, I this is the first time that I am trying to use stations and storages, so I am not really sure if I am doing in a good way the example that you trying to explain me in the forum. So that's basically those are basically the issues I am now having, because of as you can see, I am not viewing like the passengers are being distributed in each one of the nodes, right? And as well as the passengers that should alight the bus, right, are not doing that way, and are not doing that thing. So is necessary to mention that, for example, the passengers that are allocated in this transfer station should leave the bus in this node. So basically, this is the first node for boarding. This is that door of the bus, the first board of the bus, and it seems like the passengers that are entering in that door, I am assuming that these passengers should leave the bus in the first door that is allocated for alighting in the other station. So for example, the passengers that are entering in the bus through this station, through this node, should leave the bus in this node. And this is the same logic for the other transfer nodes and basic nodes. So basically that's the situation. I would like to know if you have another solution, another possible solution for modeling this real situation, because of I said before, I need to demonstrate that with Simio it's possible to model a corridor with 25 bus stops and approximately roughly 60 buses distributed each one of the inbound and outbound movements. So thank you for viewing this video, and I will be very happy to receive your comments. Bye.